Over my time with the Navigator, I have brought you various recipes from the delicious to the, well, let's just say stuff I wouldn't actually recommend cooking or serving. Last year I was lucky enough to team up to cook a delicious meal to serve on date night, and since it's the season of, or at least the issue of, love, I thought I would bring you the most romantic of ingredients, chocolate. As I've said before, I have a rep of being the pie guy, so without further ado, I give you chocolate cream pie and why food means love. So the first thing that we need to get done is make our pie crust. We have 24 Oreo cookies, 5 tablespoons of melted butter, and a 9-inch pie plate. That is all we need to make our crust. And so the best thing we can do right now is crush up these Oreo cookies. All right, so you can mix these up in a bowl if you'd like, but I'm just gonna mix them up right in the pie plate. So what I'm gonna do is pour my butter over top here, and then I'm just going to work it all together to make a nice cohesive crust. So you want this to kind of work its way down to get into sort of a wet sand-like consistency. So I've got a measuring cup, and I'm going to just use this to push down the crust and make a nice thick crust that is packed into the bottom and then works its way up over the edges. So then this is going to go into the oven at 350 for 10 minutes. Now for our chocolate pudding filling. You could, of course, just go with boxed pudding, but that would be nowhere near as delicious as the following. So here we've got 6 eggs, some cornstarch, some granulated sugar, 6 tablespoons of butter, a teaspoon and a half of vanilla extract, 2.5 cups of whole milk, and 8 full ounces of high quality Baker's semi-sweet chocolate. Our milk. And our sugar. And then we are going to whisk regularly until this comes to a simmer. So while this is getting itself ready, what we're going to do is in a small metal bowl, we are going to take our 6 egg yolks and our cornstarch. And we're going to whisk that together until it forms a nice consistency. And now you can see here, I'm just adding this really slowly into the egg mixture while I'm whisking like crazy to stop the eggs from cooking and getting air in there, but I'm also heating the eggs up so that they match the temperature more closely of the milk and sugar that we've got simmering here. So I can feel this now, it's quite warm to the touch, so we're gonna set this aside and we are going to start incorporating the egg mixture. We're stirring aggressively here, and it's going to thicken up quite quickly, and that's what we want. We want this to come together and begin to thicken up. You can see it's already thickening up here, and we're just going to mix it until it comes to a boil. And I'm going to transfer this off of heat to just a board that I've laid out to protect my countertop here. All right, and so into this mixture, I'm going to add my teaspoon and a half of vanilla extract, my 8 ounces of chocolate, and again I'm stirring regularly to incorporate all of this. You got to move relatively quickly because you want the heat of this to melt your chocolate and your 6 tablespoons of butter. And again, we're just going to mix all that away as quick as we can to get this all incorporated. And you can see it's still a nice, silky, smooth pie crust, which has been cooling off to the side until now. Again, baked at 350 for 10 minutes. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to keep stirring this as I slowly but surely pour this in, filling my pie crust as best as I can here. There we go. And into the fridge it goes. So here we have our heavy whipping cream. We have 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and then we have some raspberries here to top with after we're done making this. So I'm gonna set the raspberries aside. In a large bowl, we're gonna add our 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, our vanilla extract, and our powdered sugar. I wanna make sure we get all that goodness in there. And then we are going to use a power mixer here to work this for 2 minutes. So while I high-speed whip this cream into stiff peaks, let me talk about food and love. In reflecting on Jack's podcast this month, which is excellent, you should check it out, I got thinking about love languages. For me, I love doing things for others, especially making things. It makes me feel whole to know I crafted something delicious that my loved ones are enjoying. Many of the best things in my life have come from preparing and giving food to others, from meeting new friends, to growing friendships, to helping my family. Love and care that is demonstrated by giving a physical representation of your best effort and intention will always go a long way. In any case, this whipping cream is now ready, and I'm about to throw it on top of my now cooled and solidified pie. Check this out. For a more detailed recipe, make sure to check out thenav.ca.